Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this very beautiful, elegant and vintage birthday card using a new collection called Jane Austen Spring Collection from Relatively Thoughtful. Now I'm going to show you all the design papers and elements to cut I printed from the digital collection. And if you really like this, I left the link in the description down below, where you can find this absolutely beautiful collection. As you can see, it is perfect for lots of beautiful, quick and vintage style cards and also home decor projects, because there are some elements to fussy cut and you can make your projects very special, including some envelopes and frames. What I really like about this collection, there are some elements where you can write your messages and also some beautiful postcard collections here. I absolutely love them, so you can write very special messages, including those strips as well. There are also some illustrations which you can use for a variety of projects, and again, if you're interested, check the link in the description down below. When I look at this collection, I think it is beautiful, it is vintage style, so I'm going to create a very quick, beautiful birthday card. And I decided to use that photo of a lady and also that background panel, also some frames with blue, because they will match my background really beautifully. And I decided to use one of those absolutely stunning frames. As you can see, I'm just using my scissors to fussy cut around, super quick and simple. And whenever you struggle, especially with the inside of your images, I encourage you to make a hole first with your scissors and then cut as I'm doing here. This way it will make your job really quick and easy to do it. And when this is ready, I'm going to cut the lady out, but I'm not going to be very precise. I'm going to show you a trick how to make sure that everything is beautifully finished. So, as you can see, it is not perfect, and it doesn't have to be, and that's what's very nice about using any frames in your paper crafting. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue, my one and only magic glue, and I'm going to put the glue only very close to the inside of the frame. So as you can see, I'm not putting any glue on the outside frame, just the inside. And this way, when you adhere it on your photo, you can use your scissors to cut around, and no one will ever see that it wasn't very precise when you started. So this way you save some time and it looks beautiful. Now I'm going to cut those panels to write some message inside and also the front panel. And I decided to make it more interesting and give it more contrast by adding black frame. So I really encourage you to do it, because this way it will look absolutely stunning, especially with vintage cards. To add a little bit more interest, I'm going to use Distress Oxide ink in broken china color. And using my ink blending tool, I apply the color on all the edges. And don't forget to clean your surface whenever you use any inks. When this is ready, I'm going to add a little bit of lace ribbon, because it always makes me think about vintage style and it makes any project very special. And to assemble it on my card, I'm going to use my liquid glue, one and only magic glue. And I find this is the easiest and the best way to adhere any cotton ribbons on my projects. When this is ready, I'm going to put it on my black mat and our front panel will be nearly done. And now it is time to have a look at our card base. And I decided to use 6 by 6 inches card base, and this time I'm going to decorate the inside of my card. So I had a look at the design papers from the collection and I chose that beautiful floral design. And I'm going to cut 2 squares, and again I'm going to use black mats as well, because this way our inside and outside of the card will match beautifully and they will look stunning. So First, I'm going to use my liquid glue to assemble the beautiful floral panel, and then later on I also have some double-sided tape on the back of my black panels, and this way everything will look professionally finished. And I wonder, how often do you decorate the inside of your cards? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, do you like that collection in my video? If you do, please let me know in the comments down below. Oh, what kind of project would you like me to create for you in my video? Now I've got the black strip because we're going to create a pop-up element. I'm trimming off it a little bit. I'm going to fold it in half, and now I made a slight mistake. So I decided to fold it in half, so it's 1/4 at the moment, but I changed my mind and I'm going to use my scoreboard just to change the dimensions here. So I put my panel here at 14 centimeters, and I'm going to score it at 7 on both sides, and this way it's going to be evenly spaced because I had 6 by 6 inches card base, and I wanted that middle part to be exactly in the middle of a card, and this way we have a really nice and quick pop-up element where we can assemble our panels to write the message. And again, I've got some black mats for my frames, and again I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue to put all those pieces together. I wonder, how often do you make birthday cards in vintage style? Please let me know. And if you do use vintage style, what is your preferred color palette? I usually go with some browns, and blue is not that very common for me, so I had to go out of my comfort zone a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. So if you do like this color palette, please let me know in the comments down below. As you can see, I put a little bit of liquid glue on the black strip, and now, yes, we do have that pop-up element, and we can literally insert it inside our card. And as you can see, I still didn't put anything on the front because I wanted to make sure that my inside of the card is completely finished before I put the front panel here. I really wanted that pop-up element to be completely dry because it really makes a difference when you create that kind of card. So now, as you can see, it stands out proudly on the flat surface, and you do have space to write your message. Now, it is time to decorate the front of the card. So first, yes, I'm going to start to put the background panel. Super quick and easy again. You don't really need that many design papers, and this blue matches the dress really beautifully, and I couldn't resist to use that lace. Now, using card making magic emerald box kit 5 by 7 inches, I decided to use happy birthday, cutting die, leaves, and also some flowers. And I'm going to die cut all those elements. With happy birthday, I had a look at the collection and I chose that beautiful green florals, and I'm going to die cut the sentiment from this panel and also from black as well, because this way all the elements on our card will match beautifully. So when this is ready, yes, I'm going to use my liquid glue, one and only magic glue, because it does have that very narrow nozzle, so it makes super easy when you assemble those very tiny and intricate die cuts. If you have never used that glue for very intricate die cuts, I really encourage you to do it. Now I'm going to use double-sided foam adhesive on the back of the frame with that photo because I really wanted to pop on my card. And I also die cut those beautiful flowers from Card Making Magic Emerald Box Kit 5 by 7 inches. And to add a little bit more interest and color, I'm going to use exactly the same Distress Oxide ink in Broken China color. And this way, again, everything will match beautifully. And I encourage you, if you use any ink pads, try to match them with your background panels and smaller elements. And whenever you have bigger leaves you die cut, you can actually cut them in smaller pieces and then use separate leaves for other elements. To add a little bit more dimension to my flowers, I'm going to use ball tool, and this way it really makes a difference, and the flowers are really beautifully three-dimensional on your card. And if you have never ever tried that, I really encourage you to do. These tools are really inexpensive, but they make your cards really beautiful. So as you can see, I'm cutting off some of the leaves and I'm going to put them again using my one and only liquid glue. And our front of the card is nearly done, but we do need some petals, and I'm going to put them inside of my flowers. So the front is beautiful. Now when we open the card, I thought something is missing, so I decided to add some flowers as well. But this time these are slightly smaller flowers than the ones on the front, and you do have space to write any message inside those frames. And yes, you can decorate them as well. You don't really have to write any message. If you want to write something very long, you can do it on the back of the card as well. And this way, whenever you use any inks, try to match them with some of the elements from the design papers. As you can see, I decided to use the same ball tool for the flowers, even that these flowers are inside of the card, but still they will be slightly dimensional when the recipient opens the card. And when these flowers are ready, I decided to add those pearls that are at the front as well. And yes, our card will be complete. I also added some leaves, and please let me know, what do you think about this card? Would you like to give it a go? I really hope you will, because it is super simple but beautiful and elegant at the same time. And this pop-up element is so quick to make. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, check the collection from the description down below. And if you like this collection, there are also other collections with Jane Austen on the website as well. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. And don't forget that every Monday and Thursdays I've got videos on my channel. Hit that notification bell for new videos and hit that like button, and don't forget to see me in my next video. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye!